we know this doesn't work. So this pyramid, this kind of organizational structure doesn't work. This is leaders putting pressure on managers who are putting pressure on teams. Stuff rolls downhill, right? Pressure rolls downhill. And ultimately, this doesn't help anyone deliver anything. So this approach doesn't work. And over 25, 30 plus years, we found that we've got to do something different. So we found this. An organization is actually the opposite of a house or a building. The foundation is at the top. So we need to invert the pyramid. And when you do this, you start to see things changing. So if you've been in any kind of project or program role, you know that engagement of senior leaders is probably the most important factor. Your experience shows that leadership teams, senior leaders are essential for firms to deliver rapidly and are even more essential when things need changing fast. So leaders are the foundation of the firm. They need to come with a strategic focus. The senior leaders need to own the outcomes and they need to be fully engaged to get the best from their people. Now, that up arrow suggests that leaders will support their management structures. Now, management structures supported by solid leaders, when I say solid, I mean empowered and engaged leaders, can enable managers to do what they do best. So we're not just talking about managers that don't know anything. We're talking about people that know how to deliver. They understand the organization. They know how to get things done. They're smart, they're focused, they're well educated. They understand all the different types of delivery mechanisms. They understand the business context and they understand how they can best support their teams. Great management teams are organizational engineers. They're relevant and they're needed. And this is very different from the kind of rhetoric that you hear, which is, hey, managers are evil, managers are horrible, we don't need managers. Great managers are needed. They're relevant and they glue strategy to execution. Everyone remembers the best manager. Everyone remembers the manager that taught them stuff. Everyone remembers the guy or the girl that helped them overcome real delivery challenges, and they talk about them to this day. Everyone does. That's who you learn from. Management teams move from controllers to catalysts. They enable stuff to happen, and they're absolutely needed. And when you start to think about management teams like that, what you start to do is you start to unlock management performance and start to thaw out the frozen middle. Finally, that then means that you have great teams. We're not talking about guys that just focus on agile or lean. We're talking about teams that are master planners, master builders, have a strong focus on risk, and are determined to deliver. When teams are supported by strong managers, who are in turn supported by strong leaders, you start to get this acceleration. You start to get project delivery, which happens on time every time.